So about 2 years ago, a teacher from the school came to watch her student swimming with an adaptive Swim Whisperers swim instructor. And she was so inspired, she wanted all of her students in her classroom, all of whom happen to have autism of all ages, to be able to benefit from the program. And off she goes and has a baby and goes on maternity leave, and sure enough follows through on her plan to get her classroom to the water.
So we started a couple years ago talking about it and kind of getting the logistics down of safety and getting permission from parents, and then we actually applied for a grant this past year to get it approved with the school district and allow us to do 14 weeks this winter and spring, or winter, with the program.
We're gonna fall in the wall. We were able to hire Sharon, a Learn to Swim instructor, get her trained in the method. We were able to have all of the companions and caregivers and people at school watch our free resources located at swimangelfish.com, and they watched what every swim instructor needs to know, and they watched parent tips. And that was a game changer because when they came, they already knew some strategies and techniques to help the group.
So I had every assistant in our program, which is 12 assistants, watch the videos and the trainings, which are 2 almost hour-long videos and assessments at the end to pass the test for being in the pool with them. Obviously that's not the full piece to be an angelfish swimmer, but it's something that they provide so that we have an awareness of what's okay and what's acceptable and how to approach, you know, people with sensory differences in the water versus a typical swimmer. So they were provided that to us and our staff, and then we have about 5 swimmers every week in the pool, as well as their 2 swimmers too. So we started off with some simple sensory pieces with the water, so being comfortable in the water, how to regulate themselves with the input that they're getting from the water as well, and just kind of working on that, being safe and being okay in a body of water.
In the beginning it was just getting used to the water and whatnot, and it's moved on to them doing some independent swimming, using different devices, using the floaty things.
Come on, kids in the pool, they swim.
Nice job.
Yeah. Last time we take a hand, we never pull the kids off the wall. We take a hand, we spin them around. Good, guys. Cool. Swim to the side. Come on, buddy. Take side.
Watch the duck coming.
And he got a little nervous, but he worked through his discomfort. He took the side, and we know that if he goes to a pool, he'll swim and take side.
There are other things that we need to do to keep our population safe in Salem beyond the classroom, and I'm really grateful that Salem's allowed us to do this, and the kids have been doing phenomenal with it, and it's been so much fun working on this in the pool with them. We've also had our OT and our speech therapists come over, and some classroom teachers come over to observe their students in the pool, and we've just been able to see a lot of communication. You know, they're following directions, they're listening to, you know, just the comprehension of our language, and there's a lot of other skills that can go into it besides just swimming that we can work on in the pool, and that's been really fun.
They're all different, they all have different needs, they all have different abilities, and they're all different ages. So trying to adapt to that was a challenge, but over the past several weeks, they have been transformed into kids who can now go in the water and be safe. At the very least, they will grab onto a lifeguard tube if they need to be rescued. They will grab onto a kickboard. They will grab onto the side of the pool. They will put their feet on the bottom and stand up if it's shallow. Okay, so they've learned all these skills that are so important, and now they're learning how to actually swim. Several of them, I would say more than half of them at this point, can swim laps in the big pool without any support. And that's huge because the first week, they couldn't even find their feet in the shallow end. So it's just phenomenal, the improvement that they've made so quickly with this program.